stop spontaneous speaking. So Matt.
Today for Table Topics, I'm going to try something a little experimental, a little bit different. Where this all came from is back around New Year's. I was playing a board game, Taboo. How many people have played Taboo? Most? Sophie, no? Catherine, no? Okay. Taboo is a game where you are given a card and it has a word on it. And you need to make the audience guess the words on the card. There's also other words on the card. And you cannot say these other words while you're trying to get your audience to say this word. If you say any one of these other words, you lose that card, you get no points. During this game at New Year's, I was appalled at how many of the contestants were trying to get the audience to say the word. We're going, and go, and then you go, and then you go to the theater, and then, and I thought, wow, they need to go to Table Topics.
Wow.
The whole concept of my version of Taboo for Toastmasters is to articulate clearly your point. Your point is this word. How you convey the concept of this word to the audience without umming, without or without xeroxing. So I've made a few of my specialty rules for Taboo. Taboo is a pretty simple game, and I've kind of given you the point right there in general. Some of the more specific points are things like, if your word is drink, you can't say drunk. Or if your word is spaceship, you can't say ship. You can't say space. You can't say parts of words or combine the words that are on here in any way. If that happens, the Table Topics master says no, takes the card, puts it down on the left. When you've successfully gotten your audience to say the right word, that card goes on the right. You can skip a card. If you see a card that you have no idea, you can put it down, but we don't let you do that once. And these rules are made to be changed. We'll see how this goes today, if we ever want to do this again. And if we do, we can modify some of these rules. Or whoever's the Table Topics master can make up their own rules all along. You can't make a sound. You can't go chew, chew, chew to describe a train. There's no pantomiming. This is all about articulating clearly your point with words.
Having a vocabulary.
And, okay, I'm going to require a lot of extra help from the evaluation team. For example, the counter. I need you to listen very, very specifically for ahs, ums, and xeroxes. Now, xeroxes, classically, are xeroxes within a sentence. But, as the speaker of the word, you can say an entire sentence and then repeat it. That's okay. You just can't go, it's like a train. But you can say, it's like a train. It's like a train! That's okay. So you have to be a little bit careful. That's kind of my variation on this. The entire group is going to try and guess. But the evaluators, I need you to focus more on your point scoring, the timer, 1 minute. No grace period. I need you to say exactly, as soon as you hit a minute, boom, let us know. In terms of counting votes, you get the audience to say a word, you get 2 points. You say a taboo word or you skip a card, that's a 0. If you say Xerox, that's -1.
Bruce is excited.
If you can use the word of the day and it actually is related to your card, that's 5 points. Now, most people are oblivious to using the taboo word because they get so excited. Don't be oblivious. When you're trying to say the word diet, don't say fat, reduce, eat, calories, weight. Anything else is fair game.
Like diet?
Did I say you can't say that? Timer's monitoring closely. The points are a combination of the counter and the grammarian watching for the word of the day. And those will be combined. Do we have an actual vote counter today?
I'll do it.
Okay,
Are
so,
you sure you don't want to have the timing involved? Because I would guess that if you could guess my word in 25 seconds,
No,
that would be more.
You get more cards.
but you're,
You
the
get to go
winner
with
As soon as you
cards.
get a card, you get another card.
right.
I
At the end of the minute, the
Okay.
actual winner.
I didn't understand that. I
Is
haven't
the-
played
So you
before.
can
Yeah.
play, you can do 5 cards in a minute if you're really good.
Yeah.
I'm happy if I get 3.
Okay.
Or if you can use the word of the day, that's 5 points. Maybe you don't want to rush the others and risk scoring some negative points. But let's not get that. Let's just try and go as fast as we can, which is the point of the game. Don't say
Whatever.
And I believe,
Shouldn't there be points for someone who guesses it?
who what?
Who guesses it first?
Nope. You're just sitting there guessing.
Yeah.
The speaker should articulate clearly their point. It should be easy to guess. What I would like to do next is to start the game, which will be begun by Pam, since she so kindly brought the game to us today. Let's see.
You are going to be standing over my shoulder, making sure I don't say those 5 words, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Here's how it will work. I'll hand you the card.
Mm-hmm,
I will be watching you.
mm-hmm.
The very first card, we need to start the timer. As soon as I hand it to her, it's got to be the same instant. And at 1 minute, you say time.
Okay.
Xerox. Word of the day. Let's begin. Pam, would you like to begin?
No.
Okay. Sit down. Priyanshu. Ready? Ready?
My skull
Head.
Crane.
Crane.
hurts.
Headache.
Pain.
On my skull I wear,
A hat.
Hat, cap,
Hair. Cap.
beret.
yes.
Spit.
Tonto,
Lone Ranger. Horse.
Indian.
Sidekick.
in his hand,
Tomahawk.
yes.
Wow.
Hawaiian,
Shirt.
Luau. Island.
Maui.
Paradise.
Time's up.
oh goodness, it was ukulele and I couldn't say guitar, music, instrument, strings, or strum.
Eddie
Could you
Vedder.
say is?
Little Hawaiian. Music.
I was trying to think of another word for instrument and, okay.
Could have said Don
Three.
Ho.
Little Hawaiian.
Yeah, what's the guy? Is?
Don Ho.
Eddie Vedder.
But Israel.
Great job, that was good.
Pam?
Is this tough?
Oh, yeah,
Training
it's
the
hard.
word. I was gonna say you tell a story.
He was a big,
the story
big
got
saying
back.
somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah.
And
You always think of,
3.
you
Yeah.
know,
Word of the
head.
day?
All I know I do
Another
is
word
use
like
the.
that.
Kristen.
It's like 700 pounds.
Krishna. Word of the day usage?
0.
Okay.
I got 6.
Okay, our next player.
Did you say we
Plus
get
6
discounted
and
when we
minus
do,
3, so you got
So I got 3,
3.
so I got 3. That's okay, it's not in the hall.
That's good. Who has the courage? I would actually ask for volunteers. I think this is, since it's new and maybe a little tough, and if I don't get volunteers, then I will call it someone. Johnny is already slipping out of his chair.
What have to lose? Just your sanity.
All right, next up,
I
Johnny.
want to know how many
This is
even
taking
Tonto
longer.
ones. You're the one that's a top cock, right?
Yes.
Pride.
Okay. Okay, Johnny, you understand the rules.
Yes.
No spitting,
You're
no
stupid.
fussing, no hitting below the belt, no ahs, no ums, no Xeroxes.
Withdraw.
Goodness, you let long pauses happen.
Go on counterattack.
And don't be oblivious of the word of the day.
Gotcha, thank you.
Ow.
What is that?
Sophie, are you ready?
Yes.
Johnny, are you ready? Rock and roll.
Dough,
A deer, a female deer.
Sound of Music.
Eat.
Simpson.
Pizza.
Feet,
Donut.
deer,
No,
Biscuit, bread,
Bread.
Bread.
cookie, bake,
Pie.
Combine.
Mix.
mix.
Stir.
Knead.
Plow?
Knead the
Plow?
dough.
Stir.
What is
Knead.
knead?
Oblivious to. to milk.
Gluten allergy. Lactose intolerant.
gluten-free,
So we got
Hit.
Hit.
Oh shoot. Is that part of that?
Yeah.
Oops.
what was it?
Is shoot?
Batter.
Do I get?
Batter.
I'm not a baker. Cookies.
sweets,
Dessert.
munchies.
Chocolate chip.
Ah, I heard it twice.
Time's up.
What?
Time's up. No, I heard time's up, but I also heard chocolate.
Chocolate. I see.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ums.
I got three. Oh, yes.
Card.
That's the only thing I was trying not to do.
Word of the day, Johnny.
Yes.
I did.
Yes,
Who's
but
there?
Oblivious to milk?
Oh, well.
I'm gonna rule that as a no.
Oh.
Perhaps if you had said I'm oblivious to my words. No, that would be cheating. I'm a little stressed out. Okay, Michael says we have time for one more. Okay, one more volunteer. In that case,
I'll do it.
I'm gonna call Gretchen.
Yay! Good
Priyanka, you have not
Right.
played this before, is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you have?
Someone needs to make Johnny look good.
Yeah, somebody needs to make it.
Okay, Granchu, you know the rules.
Yeah.
Don't say ums.
Like so.
No likes, no
Hey,
snows.
likes.
No snow
he
either.
does.
Don't say snow. No hitting the
How
little
about you
bell.
know or right?
Oh yeah, I got it.
No cussing.
That would be hard.
No spitting.
Good thing.
Well, we'll see.
Use the word of the day
So you
appropriately.
can hit people.
That's actually
Sophie, are you ready?
Yes.
Granchu, are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
I did not go to this event because it's a very thing of
Concert. Rock concert.
Strip
when
club.
you grow up in America, it's a big part of
That's right.
graduation.
Commencement.
Just before graduation,
Matriculation.
Party.
party, but what kind of party?
Grad night.
Prom,
Yes.
Point.
It's what we are standing on.
Earth. Planet.
It's not wood,
Ground.
but
Cement.
Carpet.
Carpet.
What?
I love Uber. Uber is such a great
Car
service that is going to change.
Taxi.
Point.
Taxi.
Gas lamp water.
Party.
Downtown.
Plaza.
Point.
Wow.
You.
time's up.
Nice one.
You can't do it even worse.
I got easy words.
Breathing and sighing deeply
Now
is
is
not
an easy.
negative.
Good adjectives.
Uber was a
Yeah,
great
it was
word for
clean.
taxi, by the way.
No skip.
You look like you're almost gonna go.
That was
but
ready.
you just.
I just.
No, no skip. I think believe
It was
it.
clean.
No skips.
Clean.
Clean.
Nice work.
Wow.
4
Clear
cards.
runner at 8.
Word of the day.
No word
No
of
word
the
of the day.
Okay, then I believe, Michael, that wraps up our time. Do we want to do the votes now or later?
I want to do batter again.
Let's take some
Do
time.
one because it's
Yeah,
done,
I would have
right?
failed that.
How
I'm
do
like, I don't know what to say on
Mickey
that.
Mantle. Yeah.
But you can't motion, no
motions
no
either.
mining.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Catherine, I
it's
think
hard to
Catherine
get
will
that.
announce our obvious winner.
Could you say baseball batter?
Priyanka, that was awesome.
Baseball was a taboo. event.
Easy word.
Oh, it was?
Really
But if
good.
it's pancake batter, it's not spelled the same way, so you could have misdirected them just to get them to pronounce the word.
Well, like baseball, it's not a pitcher, but
Right,
batter.
right. It's not spelled the